Everything is leaning towards an accidental fire, but until we conclude all of the investigations and we can get to that point of origin, it will be listed as undetermined. But right now we have no indications that this was anything but an accidental fire.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you all.
Time now 4:10. You've been watching a news conference from Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert and her top brass, from the fire chief to building inspectors, that lasted roughly 45 minutes on the destructive explosion and fire that gutted M's Pub in the Old Market on Saturday. There was a lot in there in 45 minutes. Here are the bullet points. Here are the main points and the takeaways from that news conference. Omaha Mayor Jean Stothert started the news conference by saying she hopes to rebuild the centerpiece of the Old Market, meaning M's Pub. Fire Chief Bernie Kanger said this is what we know at this point. There was construction in the area, a subcontractor working on a fiber optics line. That the fire that ensued after witnesses say they heard a large explosion was a gas-fed fire. At this point, the fire chief believes that the cause of the fire was accidental. It's listed as undetermined at this point. It could take weeks, even months, to find an exact cause. That, according to Jay Davis, the chief building inspector in Omaha. At this point, fire inspectors have not been able to get inside of M's Pub due to the danger of anybody who might be going in there. He says the ice that is encasing the building at this point is acting as an insulator. We do know, according to the fire chief, Bernie Kanger, the fire had significant headway, is the language he used, meaning there was a gas leak and a gas-fed fire going on from about 2:51 till MUD, the utility, was able to get down there and turn off the gas at 4:28. So if you do the math, the gas was wide open for at least an hour and a half while the fire then began to spread throughout M's Pub. At this point, the fire chief says the fact that there were no fatalities is nothing short of a miracle. The mayor says at this point, M's Pub is a shell. Not sure if the city can save that structure. We do know that Jay Davis, the chief building inspector, did say, hopefully we don't have to use the D word, meaning demolition. Again, a lot there, a lot of ground covered in 45 minutes. But the things to remember, we don't know exactly the specific cause of the fire. We do know that there was some sort of gas leak, according to the fire chief. He called it a gas-fed fire. It could take weeks, even months, until we know the exact cause of that destructive inferno in the Old Market. 2 people suffered injuries, one with singed hair, an M's employee who was going to the basement to try to turn off the gas, and a firefighter who slipped on the ice late at night and broke his hand. We will continue to follow this story. We have a team of reporters at the mayor's office asking the probing questions, and we will have updates throughout our broadcast this evening. That's it for now in terms of the news conference. We will continue now with KMTV Action 3 News up front at 4, and we'll start with the 911 calls from Saturday afternoon.
There was a fire and explosion at M's Pub down in the Old Market.
What's the exact address? From where you are, where is it? I got 417 South 11th.
We are right across the street from M's Pub. I'm trying to find the exact address. The exact address.
Is anything on?
It's
is anything on fire?
422 South 11th Street.
Is anything on fire?
Yes, there is a fire outside the restaurant.
Not inside the restaurant, though?
Well, the glass blew out, but I don't know about inside the restaurant. I'm just seeing it.
The 911 calls from Saturday afternoon, and all that remains this afternoon is the icy shell of what was M's Pub. A lot of people are sharing their memories and well wishes on our Facebook page. Janice wrote, "This is so sad. I remember when Mary Vogel opened the pub in the early 1970s. My husband and I were frequent visitors." Danny says, "Hats off to the firemen. So sad. Sure hope they can rebuild." Crescendo wrote, "I feel so sad for everyone, not just at M's, but in the Old Market. The employees really need to be recognized for getting people out of the building and getting the gas shut off." You can join the conversation too. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or email us at upfront@action3news.com. Look for the hashtag upfront@4. You can find all of our coverage as well as extended interviews and photo galleries of the fire on our website, KMTV.com. And we will have more on the Old Market fire next.